Welcome to our channel. We're thrilled to have you here. Today we're diving into a topic that affects us all, procrastination. It's something everyone struggles with at some point. You know that thing you do? You've got a deadline looming, but suddenly cleaning the bathroom seems like the most important thing in the world. We've all been there. It's a classic case of avoiding the task at hand. But here's the thing. Procrastination isn't about laziness. It's more complex than that. It's often a symptom of something deeper. It could be fear of failure, perfectionism, or even feeling overwhelmed. We're going to explore why it happens and, more importantly, share 12 proven strategies to help you overcome it. These strategies are backed by research and have helped countless people. Get ready to kick procrastination to the curb and unlock your true productivity potential. With these tips, you'll be on your way to achieving your goals and making the most of your time. Let's get real for a second. We all procrastinate, but have you ever wondered why? Procrastination is usually a fear dressed up in sweatpants, binge-watching Netflix. It's a way to avoid something uncomfortable. Think about it. What's really behind your need to put things off? Is it the fear of the unknown, or the fear of not being good enough? Is it the fear of failing? The thought of not meeting expectations can be paralyzing. Do you get paralyzed by needing everything to be perfect? Perfectionism can be a huge roadblock. Or maybe you're just plain exhausted and lacking motivation. Sometimes it's simply burnout. Here's the key. You can't fix what you don't acknowledge. Awareness is the first step to change. So take a moment to dig deep and figure out the root cause of your procrastination habit. Reflect on your feelings and thoughts. Once you understand the why, you can start to address it head-on. With clarity, you can take actionable steps to overcome it. One of the biggest mistakes we make is trying to tackle a massive project all at once. We often feel the pressure to get everything done immediately, which can lead to stress and burnout. It's like trying to eat an elephant in one bite, impossible and overwhelming. This approach can paralyze us, making it hard to even start. Instead, break down that big, scary task into smaller, bite-sized steps. Think of it as creating a roadmap where each small task is a step towards your ultimate goal. Seriously, make the steps so ridiculously small that you almost feel silly for not starting. These tiny tasks can be as simple as writing a single sentence or organizing one file. This does two things. It makes the task way less intimidating, and it gives you a sense of accomplishment with each step you complete. Remember, momentum breeds momentum. Each small task you finish builds your confidence and propels you forward. Each small win fuels your motivation to keep going. Over time, these small steps add up to big results, transforming what once seemed impossible into something achievable and even enjoyable. Let's talk about goals for a second. Vague goals lead to vague results. If you want to stop procrastinating, you need crystal clear targets. That's where SMART goals come in. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. Instead of saying, I want to write more, a SMART goal would be, I will write for 30 minutes every morning before work with the goal of finishing 2 blog posts per week. See the difference? When you have a clear roadmap, it's a lot harder to justify putting things off. Chapter 4. Routine, your secret weapon. Listen, our brains crave routine. When you establish a consistent daily schedule that includes dedicated time for work, something magical happens. You eliminate that initial resistance to getting started. Think about it, you brush your teeth every day at the same time without even thinking about it, right? The same principle applies to your work. Create a schedule that works for you and stick to it as much as possible. Over time, it will become second nature and procrastination will become a distant memory. Chapter 5. Hack your time, hack your productivity. Ever heard of the Pomodoro technique? It's a game changer. Set a timer for 25 minutes and work on a single task without distractions. When the timer goes off, take a 5-minute break. Repeat this cycle 4 times, then take a longer break. This technique leverages the power of focused bursts, followed by short periods of rest, to maximize your productivity and prevent burnout. There are tons of other time management techniques out there. Experiment and find what works best for you. Chapter 6. Distraction-free zone. Let's be honest, distractions are the enemy of productivity. Social media, email, that never-ending to-do list, they're all vying for your attention. The first step is awareness. What are your biggest distractions? Once you know what they are, you can start to minimize them. Put your phone on airplane mode, close unnecessary tabs on your computer, and let your family or roommates know you're in the zone. Remember, focus is a muscle that needs to be trained. Chapter 7. Create a workspace that inspires you. Your environment has a huge impact on your productivity. If your workspace is cluttered, chaotic, and draining, guess what? You're going to be less likely to want to spend time there. So, create a workspace that inspires you. Get rid of the clutter, add some plants, let in some natural light. Make it a place where you actually enjoy spending time. Trust me, it makes a world of difference. Chapter 8. Fuel your motivation. Motivation is like a muscle. It needs to be exercised regularly. It's easy to get bogged down in the day-to-day grind and lose sight of the bigger picture. So take some time to remind yourself why you're doing what you're doing. What are your goals? What are the benefits of achieving them? Visualize the positive outcomes and let that fuel your fire. When you're connected to your why, it's a lot easier to stay motivated and push through procrastination. Chapter 9. Self-discipline. Your superpower. Listen, sometimes you just gotta put your head down and do the work, even when you don't feel like it. That's called self-discipline, and it's a skill you can develop over time. Start small. Commit to working on a task for just 5 minutes. Chances are once you get started, you'll keep going. The more you practice self-discipline, the easier it becomes. Remember, you're capable of so much more than you think. Chapter 10. Accountability, your secret weapon. We're more likely to follow through with our goals when we're accountable to someone else. Share your goals with a friend, family member, or colleague who can offer support and hold you accountable. Schedule regular check-ins to discuss your progress and challenges. Knowing that someone is expecting you to show up can be a powerful motivator. Chapter 11. Reflect, adjust, repeat. Procrastination isn't a one-size-fits-all problem, so your approach shouldn't be either. Take some time to reflect on your progress regularly. What's working? What's not? Don't be afraid to adjust your strategies based on what you learn. Remember, this is a journey, not a destination. Be patient with yourself and keep experimenting until you find what works best for you. Chapter 12. Be kind to yourself. Here's the thing. We all procrastinate sometimes. It's part of being human. The key is to not beat yourself up about it. Instead of dwelling on setbacks, acknowledge them, learn from them, and move on. Remember, progress, not perfection, is the goal. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small, and keep moving forward. Thanks for watching. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on productivity and personal growth. Remember, you are capable of amazing things. You have the power to overcome procrastination and achieve your goals. Start implementing these strategies today and watch your productivity soar. See you next time.